Hello, everyone. Welcome to Edubbey Global Solutions. Today, we'll be looking at tropic responses, sensitivity and movement in plants. Plants respond to their environment. They show sensitivity, or we also call irritability. Plant responses are rather slow compared with those of animals. Plants respond to stimuli by changing their growth pattern. Growth response carried out by plants in response to the direction of stimulus is called a tropism. Plants respond to many stimuli and their response to light is photostimulus and their response to gravity is gravistimulus. A positive response is a growth movement towards stimulus, while a negative response is a growth movement away from stimulus. Plants are positively gravitropic. True or false? False. We'll get to know why as we move on. Phototropism and gravitropism. A stem growing towards light is a positive phototropism. A stem growing upwards away from gravity is a negative gravitropism. A root growing away from light but towards gravity is a positive gravitropism but a negative phototropism. Roots are positively gravitropic. They grow into the soil, which provides a source of water and mineral ions. They provide an extensive system of support and anchorage for the plant. Shoots are positively phototropic. Leaves are in the optimum position to absorb light energy for photosynthesis. Flowers are lifted into the position where they are most likely to receive pollen. Now, the question says tropism in plants great is great response towards stimulus. On the first slide, yes. Auxin. Growth in plants is controlled by plant hormones. These are grouped together as auxin, which means growth substance. The tip of a young shoot produces auxin, and this suggests that when the tip of a young shoot is cut off, the shoot can no longer respond to stimuli. The mechanism of phototropism. When light is received from all sides of a plant, auxin produced at the tip diffuses slowly down the plant. We should take note of this. Cells on both sides are affected equally and the shoots grows straight upwards. When light is received from one side, it reduces the concentration of auxin on the light side, and auxin accumulates on the dark side of the shoot. The light side therefore grows less quickly, and the shoot bends towards the light. Drag the words into the correct boxes. The dash of a growing shoot produces a plant hormone. The tip. This substance causes cells behind the tip to grow by the absorption of light. To grow by the absorption of light. When the shoot is lit from one side, more auxin accumulates on the dark side. Okay, moving on. This slide is showing us a series of experiments to provide clues about phototropism. Shoot grows and bends towards light on the first experiment because the light is received from one side. Then the second image here shows us a shoot with tip removed, a plant with the shoot tip removed. So there is less growth and no bending towards light. Here, the tip has been replaced with an agar block, and then growth continues to, towards with the plant bending towards the light direction, and then here the plant is marked with armless ink so as to record the growth process, growth progress. The mechanism of gravitropism. Auxin inhibits cell growth in roots, but speeds up cell growth in shoots. Cells expand less as hormones reaches them. Both sides are affected to the same extent. Growth substance diffuses back along growth. Then phototropism is controlled by plant hormone auxin, true or false? Sure. Stem cuttings can be stimulated to grow roots. In this way, a valuable plant can be cloned to provide many identical copies. So this image here is explaining how a stem cotton is dipped into hormone for rooting powder for rooting process, and then another cotton is inserted. The cotton is now inserted into a potting compost. Roots are formed and begin to absorb mineral ions. Activity. A young male seedling is grown from a seed. The seedling is placed on its side and left in a room with light source for several days. What will happen to the young shoot? The oxygen becomes concentrated in the lower part of the shoot and the shoot grows towards the light. That would be the correct answer. A seed is placed and grown on a rotating disc. This rotating disc shown here, which diagram shows the appearances of the seedling shoot after 7 days. To grow out here, so that will be a. The diagram shows different methods of growing new plants. So we have three different methods here. Which methods will produce plants that are genetically identical to the parent plant? Let's see, is it one, two, three? No. Let's try again. Is it two and three only? Yes, two and three only. So this brings us to the end of our lesson on tropic responses. Check us out on www.edubbey.com for more of our classes. Thanks for your time.